behemoths. But sadly, many Americans celebrated their Thanksgiving on bread lines and in soup kitchens again this year. Millions are still out of work, the jobless have become homeless, and are living in shacks and shanty towns called Hoovervilles. No jobs, no work, no food, no homes. In a nation with a population well over 100 million, half of America has no visible means of support. Matters got worse this week when famed industrialist Oliver Warbucks announced he was closing 6 more of his factories. When America's richest man is tightening his belt, you know the country is in trouble. In Washington, President Roosevelt reached with his cabinet through the night to come up with a master plan to get America back to work. Was anyone happy with empty turkey platters this Thanksgiving Day, 1933? Why this bunch of unsold gobblers on a New Jersey turkey farm couldn't have been more ecstatic? Isn't that right, Tom?
He may be poor in her I gotta go find him.
Kitty, Miss Hannigan will catch you and lock you in the cellar again.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Dumbo.
Aha! Caught you! I hear you, little brat. I always hear you. Oh, get up. Get up!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now, what do you say, huh? What do you say?
Love you, Miss Hannigan.
You rotten orphan!
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying that they loved me and that they were coming back for me.
Coming back for you, huh? 11 years? They must be caught in traffic. You in here! Get up! Get up! Let them think of me. It's medicine.
You must be very sick.
Oh, I am. Now for this month's shenanigans, he'll scrub this floor and strip that bed for the laundry.
But it's not even more than you.
Too bad. You'll get down on your knobby little knees and you'll clean this dump till it shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Get to work. Now. Why any kid would want to be an orphan? I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got groceries also. It's a hard knock roll. We hope cotton blankets. Still full, empty bellies. Still full. It's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? Don't it seem like you're never any line? What's that day? Don't you wanna throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up all fights. No one's there when your dreams are like it's creepy. No one cares if you can go where it gets straight. No one tries when your eyes get red and weepy. No one's trying if I think it's wasted. Everybody life. What's really life? Full of sorrow life. No tomorrow life. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he? No tears for you. I switch when you're in and out of goodness. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up till this star shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Take a whistle from a tin. Jab with a sticky pin. Make a drink of it again. I love you, Miss Hannigan. It's a hard strip open. I said that's it would. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No cares for you. I switch when you're in and out of goodness. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Thank you.
Miss Hannigan. Love you, Miss Hannigan. Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you, what are you doing under there? Get around! Get around! You. You Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush.
No, you don't get hot mush this morning. You get cold mush! Yeah! And after your mush, there's an order of dresses you finished today if you have to work straight through to midnight. Now hurry up!
Laundry!
Move it!
Laundry man!
Morning, Windows.
Good morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month. What do you need them a month?
Morning, bunnies.
Yeah, Aggie, I'm running a little late. See you in January.
So, you big, handsome brute. Only 3 weeks till Christmas. What you getting me this year, huh?
What did I get you last year?
Nothing.
Well, you're getting it again.
Quit your kidding. Listen. Why don't you drop by Christmas Eve after the brats is asleep, huh? I'll cook you supper and we can, play a few hands of gin rummy. With real gin.
Yeah, gee, Aggie, that sounds swell. Can I bring Phyllis?
Who's Phyllis?
She's my brand new steady girl.
Bet. Get out of here then. Forget I ever asked you. Take it to your laundry.
So long, Aggie, and Merry Christmas, kids!
You call this place Clean Annie? It's pigsty. Annie. Where's that Annie?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean Annie ain't here? Pepper?
She just went
July.
with Mr. Bundles in the laundry bag.
Bundles! Oh, police!
No more hard knock life for Annie. Yeah! Lucky day, she's out. They're free. Running free in NYC. Bet she finds her best like that. Mom and Dad ride up the vent. It's a hard knock life. Yes, it is. It's a hard knock life. Yes, it is. It's a hard knock life. Yes, it is. It's a hard knock life.
Apples! 2 for a dime! Apples! What do you want? 2! 2 for a nickel?
No thanks, lady.
Apples!
They have this smut back there in the alley. 50 cents.
Good. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of them running wild up to 14th Street. Come on.
Hey. This one they didn't get. Come on, boy. Come here, boy. Oh, boy. Did they hurt you? They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me, too. But don't worry. I ain't gonna let them get you or me. I'll take care of you, and everything's gonna be fine. For the both of us. Not today. Well, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
dog there? Ain't I seen him running around the neighborhood? Ain't he a stray?
Straight? Oh, no, officer, he's my dog.
Oh, your dog, huh? So what's his name?
His name? Well, his name is Sandy. Rather than Sandy. I call him Sandy C because of his nice sandy color.
Sandy color. Okay. Let's see him answer to his name.
Answer. You mean when I call him?
Right. When you call him by his name. Sandy.
Well, I see outside. Just got him and sometimes...
Call him.
All right, I'm calling him. Here, boy. Here's Sandy. Sandy? Here, boy. Here's Sandy! Good Sandy! Good old Sandy!
Well, maybe he is your dog. But the next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license, or else he goes to the pound and they put him to sleep. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I understand. On a leash with a license.
And now get along with him before you catch another cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. It's a hot day, that's great and lonely. I just sit on my chin and grin and say, the sun will come in tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day
I need some more wood for the penthouse.
Hey, Eddie, give me a hand.
Sure thing, beautiful.
Nice. Cops. Cops! Eddie!
Leave us alone, you lousy nose.
Sophie, that stew ready yet?
Patience, patience.
Hey, make way for John D. Rockefeller.
How'd it go, Dale?
Great. 7 million people in this town, and I sold one lousy apple.
Excuse me, folks, but did anybody here leave a redhead kid in an orphanage 11 years ago?
Not me, kid.
Ladies and gents, dinner is served. Hey, kids, you hungry?
No,
Okay,
but my dog is.
here, kid, have your fill. Give it a mile.
Thanks, lady.
Hey, kid, what are you doing out alone this time of night?
I'm looking for my mom and dad. They're lost.
Lost? How long have you been looking for them?
11 years.
Now that's lost.
Sorry, kid, but it's time to give up.
No, I'm gonna find them.
Hey, there's something I haven't heard since 1928.
What?
Optimism.
Optimism? What do we have to be optimistic about? Look at us. Life's a nightmare.
Well, you gotta have a dream.
Dream? What, with traffic rattling overhead all night?
You should wake here from a nightmare. Empty pockets. At least you got pockets.
Freezing fingers.
Look, you got them empty pockets.
Newspapers for blankets.
You can read in bed.
Kid, you should have been a politician.
Hey, listen to this. Former President Herbert Hoover said today, though he was in no way personally responsible for the 1929 stock market crash, I have the deepest sympathy for the millions of Americans who are now ragged, hungry, and homeless.
Ragged.
Hungry, homeless.
Today we're living in a shanty.
Today we're scrounging for
idea.
Number.
We're tearing down this jump pile now. Now!
Run, Sandy,
That's a load of fresh air you're getting from them.
Pepper, Pepper,
What you got there?
Nothing, Miss Hannigan.
What you got there, Pepper?
Little girls, everywhere I turn,
I can see that.
little girls, night, day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings.
I like to dance and nibble on my ear, but I'll admit, no man has merit. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little cheeks, little teeth, everything around me is little. If I ring little necks, surely I would get an accolade. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with, little girls. Little socks and each little Luma. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, anything that you can believe.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove for herself what so many women long to prove, that because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over.
Oh, merciful God, I hope he's right, huh? Yeah. Oh,
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Ward, 17th Precinct.
Sure.
Found your runaway.
Oh, thank you so much, officer. Children. Guess what? When is hot cocoa and ginger snaps for you in the recreation room?
What's a recreation room?
Oh, it's out of here, not you. Oh, thank you so much, officer.
She was in one of them Hoovervilles under the bridge. Had a mangy mutt with her, but he got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin. Out in the freezing cold with just that thin sweater. Oh, I hope you didn't catch the influenza. Thank you so much, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, don't let me ever hear that you run away again from this nice lady.
She's never...
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, officer. Now I'm gonna have your head. And the next time you walk through that door, it'll be 1953. Well, you glad to be back?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! Oh, what's the one thing I always taught you, huh? Never tell a lie! Well, what is the one thing I always taught you?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
For what you've done, I could get fired. Have the Board of Orphans sticking their noses in here. Well, you pay for this. I promise you. Stay!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm Grace Farrell.
So?
The New York City Board of Orphans suggested...
Oh, wait a minute, hold on just a second. I can explain everything, lady. It wasn't my fault. It was Annie here. Got into Bundle's laundry bag.
Miss Hannigan.
Sure, I should have called Mr. Donatelli instead of the cops.
Miss Hannigan, I'm sorry, but I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, sister, I get it. If it's beauty products or peddling, I don't need any. Now get out of here.
Miss Hannigan, I'm not peddling anything. I'm private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks? The Oliver Warbucks?
The Oliver Warbucks.
I love that. Now, I read in Walter Winchell's column that Oliver Warbucks is the world's richest unmarried man.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't read Mr. Winchell. Miss Hannigan, Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
An orphan?
Yes, an orphan.
Wouldn't he rather have a lady? I got 2 weeks coming. It's a joke. So what sort of orphan you have in mind, huh?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital Manable Sadler Sadable PI. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
Shut up. And how old?
Well, age doesn't really matter. Say, 8 or 9. 10. 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11, huh? Redhead. No, I'm afraid we ain't got any orphans like that around here.
Well, what about this child?
Annie? Oh, no. You don't want her. She's a drunk. And a liar. She's a drunken liar, that one.
Yes, I'm sure she's a drunk and a liar. Annie? Come here, Annie. Would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I would love to. I would really love to.
Hold it! Now, you can have Annie. Now, these here orphans in the orphanage. This one speaks Korean. But you can't have Annie.
Why?
Well, I told you, lady, she's a
Miss
drunk.
Hannigan.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
I assume this has something to do with all that business about the laundry bag and the police. Perhaps I should call Mr. Donatelli and...
No.
Sign it.
I'll sign it. I'm an easy gal to get along with. And if it's Annie you want, well then, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
It's Annie you get.
Oh, boy!
So if you get her coat, I'll take her along now.
Coat? She don't got no coat.
All right. Then we'll buy her one.
I'm getting a cold bath. I can't believe.
She can hardly believe it.
Hey, kids. All right, dear. Bye, Annie. Sorry, Ken. I'll come too. Especially me, Annie. Especially you, Mommy.
Come along, dear. Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Good afternoon.
And season's greetings.
Yeah, season's greetings.
Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss. His plane from Chicago landed at 3:30, so we're expecting him any minute.
Wait a minute. Do you really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here.
Oh, boy.
Mrs. Greer. Yes, miss. Has the carpet been put down in the dining room?
Yes,
And
miss.
has the Steinway been tuned?
Yes, miss.
Everything is in order, miss. Mrs. Pugh has prepared his favorite dinner.
An American cheese sandwich.
Wonderful.
It will be good to see Mr. Warbucks again.
Yes, 6 weeks is a long time.
Yeah, miss.
Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone. Everyone, quickly.
Everyone, this is Annie. She'll be with us for the next 2 weeks for Christmas.
Miss.
Annie, this is... everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear.
Gee, I really love my new coat, Miss Sparrow.
I'm glad, dear. Now, Annie, what do you want to do first?
The floors, I'll scrub them. Then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning while you're here.
I won't.
Of course not. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Green is your best color. No, blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Greer.
No, so
Annette comes in to make your bed. The silk. No, the satin sheets, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
The swimming pool is to the left.
Inside the house. Oh, boy.
The tennis court is in the rear.
I've never been held a racket.
Have an instructor here at noon. Oh, get that Dawn Bunch feather for me.
Yes, miss.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away.
That's okay. I haven't got any.
No finger will you lift, my dear.
We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Still room in a tomb where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow! Could someone pinch me, please? Ow! Hey,
She didn't mean it literally. We've never had a little girl.
I think I'm glad to volunteer.
Been away 6 weeks. Where the hell is everybody? Hello?
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks. Good to be home. How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. Took 7 hours, and we only had to land twice. Now, first things first, Grace.
Yes, sir.
Messages.
Yes, sir. President Roosevelt. He wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow. Anyone else?
John D. Rockefeller, Mahatma Gandhi, and Harpo Marx.
Nothing urgent. What did Harpo want?
He didn't say. Sir, I'd like you to...
Mrs. Pugh, I won't be having dinner tonight. I've got hours of paperwork to get through.
Wonderful.
And Grace, I'll need you for dictation.
Yes, sir.
All right, good to see you all again.
Sir.
Drake, dismiss the staff. Yes, sir. Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who was that?
This is Annie, sir, the orphan who will be staying with us for the Christmas holidays.
The orphan? What are you talking about?
Remember, sir, your public relations people advised you to invite an orphan here for Christmas so as to soften your public image.
Oh, yes, my public image. What damn nonsense.
In any event, sir, you asked me before you left to find an orphan to invite for Christmas, and I did.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir, but you just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Oh, well, then I suppose I'll have to do.
Oh, Annie. Quickly. Drake!
Annie, huh? Annie what?
Sir?
What's your last name, child?
Oh, I'm just Annie, sir. Mr. Wilkes. I haven't got any last name that I know of.
So you're just Annie, huh?
Just Annie? I'm sorry that I'm not a boy.
I don't suppose you'd like to meet Babe Ruth?
Sure. Who's she?
I couldn't be happier that you'd be spending Christmas with us, Grace. We'll start with the figures on the iron ore shipments to Toledo. What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
It is? Well, Annie, your first night here, I guess we ought to do something special for you.
Movie?
A movie?
Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, sure, Mr. Wilkes. I mean, I've heard a lot about them, but I've never been to one.
You've never been to a movie?
No, sir.
Well, then we've got to do something about that right away. And nothing but the best for you, Annie. You'll go to the Roxy, and then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's, and then a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
College?
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. We'll do it first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Archie.
Something the matter, Annie?
Nothing, sir. It's just... Archie.
No. What is it, child? You don't want to go to the Roxy?
No, I went on a whole lot. It's just that... Well, I thought you were going to take me.
Me? Oh, no. I'll be far too busy tonight to be taking any shot.
Archie!
You see, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks making an inspection tour of my factories, or what's left of my factories with this damn depression. And when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has factories...
Oh, sure. That's okay, Mr. Wilkes. I understand.
Excuse me, sir. Bernard Baruch is calling.
Oh, good. Hello, Barney. I just got in an hour ago. No, Detroit and Chicago. Barney, I didn't like what I saw out there. My factory shut down. You darn tootin'. When I'm not making money, nobody is. And gosh darn it, Barney. Your pal Roosevelt has got to do something drastic. Well, he's got to come up with a new approach, a new plan, and something. Look, we should talk further. Why don't you come over here tonight, and I could show you the, Barney, make it tomorrow. Tonight I've got a date. To go to a movie with a 10-year-old girl.
11?
I was mistaken, she's 11. Bye, Barney. Drake! Yes, sir. Coates? Yes, sir. Grace, you come too, of course?
Yes, sir.
Will you be wanting the Bentley, sir, or the Duesenberg? Duesenberg, yes, sir. No, wait. This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. No Duesenberg, we'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Annie, there's no air like the air of New York. And you don't realize how much you miss it. The whole damn city until you've been away from it for a while. Well, like the man says, after New York, every place else is Bridgeport. NYC, what is it about you? You're big, you're loud, you're tough. NYC, I go years without you, then I can't get enough of language far from pure. Enough of frankfurters answering back, oh brother, you know you're in NYC. Too busy, too crazy, too hot, too cold, too late. I'm sold again on NYC. Come on, you slow folks, we're gonna get to the rock show.
NYC, the shadows and sundown, the roofs that scrape the sky.
NYC, Lord reach and Lord come down.
The big parade goes by. What other town has the Empire State and the mayor 5'2"? No other town in the whole 48 can have compared to You make 'em all postcards. You cry,
brings you Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter, Faye, is going to marry Carl Michael. On Friday, Carl went back to Chicago.
Oh, no, Carl, don't go back to Chicago. Yeah.
He was making his way out of town.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Oh, yeah, Sarah, back so soon. Huh? Only 1 week. What's that? Warbucks fed up with Annie already.
No, on the contrary, Mr. Warbucks is delighted with Annie. And Annie is having the time of her life.
How nice.
Yes, she and Mr. Warbucks are practically inseparable. They go everywhere together, to the Roxy, to the Stock Exchange. Guess where they had lunch yesterday?
The Waldorf?
Coney Island. Nathan's foot-long hot dogs.
Coney Island, how lovely in December, huh?
If you're with Mr. Warbucks. Oh, by the way, Annie just loves her new coat. She never takes it off.
Never?
Never. Oh, Miss Hannigan, I know you're busy, but Mr. Warbucks asked me to have this signed and sent back to Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans by no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that, guess what?
What?
He wants to adopt her.
What did you do?
Annie is gonna be Warbucks' kid, huh? The daughter of a millionaire?
Oh, no. She's not going to be the daughter of a millionaire.
Oh, good, because for a second there I thought
She's going to be the daughter of a billionaire.
A billionaire.
And Mr. Warbucks asked me to drop by in person to tell you that Annie will not be coming back here. Ever.
Ever? My. You got any more wonderful news for me, huh?
I told you about the coat.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Well then. Good day, Miss Hannigan.
Good day.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Pardon me, Tootsie. Hiya, sis. Long time no see.
Oh, Rooster, never rains, but it pours. They finally let you out of Sing Sing?
I got 6 months off for good behavior.
Yeah, I'll bet. What was it this time?
Some old geezer from Yonkers said I swindled him out $1,100.
Oh, yeah? Why'd he say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of $1,100.
Bill.
It's true.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from
Jersey City.
Jersey City. Miss Lily St. Regis.
I'm named after the hotel.
Which floor?
Don't you just love Lily, sis?
Oh, yeah, I'm nuts about it. Rooster, do me a favor.
Sure, anything.
Get out of here and take the St. Regis with you.
Come on, sis.
Candy, you're looking for another handout, huh?
No, I got $80. It's coming in the mail. Thursday. All I need is 10 to tide me over.
Rooster, not even a nickel for the subway.
Come on, a $5, eh?
$5. Oh, I gotta laugh. You and all your big talk gonna be living like a king. $5.
Oh, yeah? This ain't exactly Buckingham Palace.
Oh, yeah? I'm on the city. Steady salary, free food, free gas, and electric. I'm doing all right.
Sis, you're doing like I'm doing.
Now see. Okay.
Oh, Aggie. How the two Hannigan kids ever end up like this? On the skids. I remember the way our sainted mother would sit and croon us her lullaby.
She'd say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by paying from the rule book.
You stack the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear, only know you're down there listening.
bumped into when they come in. She looked like she had a couple of dollars.
Yeah, she works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Not a millionaire, you dumb hotel.
What she got?
Well, she brought me the wonderful news that Annie, one of the orphans from here, Annie, is getting adopted by Warbucks. She's gonna have everything. The rotten kid is gonna have everything.
Crummy orphan. Living in the narco luxury. It ain't fair.
No, it ain't fair.
It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets Warbucks.
Now let's go, brat.
It ain't fair. This here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady,
to get more bucks
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Oh, God, Bella.
Give you one guess.
I'll grant you that Barney Baruch and I are not exactly standing on bread lines yet. No, I'm not asking for your help. I've never asked for any man's help, and I never will. All right, I'll talk to you about it on Friday at the White House. Good. Goodbye, Mr. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet? You come here for supper Christmas Eve on your way to Hyde Park. Good. I'm delighted. Goodbye, Mr. President. If I thought he was going to say yes, I never would have asked him. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes,
Is that the package from Tiffany's?
yes, sir. It arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give this thing to her and then tell her that I want to adopt her. Where is Annie?
She's upstairs in her room, sir, writing another letter to her friends at the orphanage. I'll have Drake call for her.
Yeah, fine.
Drake, Mr. Warbucks will see Annie now.
Yes, miss. Oh, damn.
Well, you don't have to be nervous, sir. She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
You're damn right she is, and I'm not nervous.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Oh, fine.
Oh, fine.
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 Annie, the time has come for the two of us to have a very serious discussion.
You said you were at the orphanage, right?
Well, it's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I was in Tiffany's yesterday and picked this thing up for you.
For me. Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. You're so nice to me.
I had it engraved.
Oh. Gee.
That locket's silver, Annie. I noticed it all broken when you always wear, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a shiny new locket.
Thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Thank you very much.
Here, we'll just take this old one off.
No! Please, if you take my locket off. I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My mom and dad lived with me when they left me at the orphanage, and there was a note, too. They're coming back for
right. I'll find them for you. I'll find your parents for you. I'll get her a brandy.
Everything's going to be all right.
Miss Annie, you just see, if anyone could find your parents, Mr. Warbucks is the man.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House.
If he should need the FBI, then he will have the FBI. With all the favors that he's done, don't take and go who the owes him one. And then the midnight oil gets burned, till not a stone is left unturned. They will search everywhere until find them, I swear. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
J. Edgar, Warbucks, I want 50 of your best G-men. Well, a day, a week, months, for however long it takes. Well, put them on vacation and I'll pay for it. No, I'll pay all costs. Good. And we're gonna have them tomorrow morning? Fine. Oh, and Jay, I want Elliot this. So just take him off the diligence. Hooray!
Thanks, Bud Haley.
Yes, you're listening to America's favorite radio program, The Occident Hour of Smiles, starring your old softy, Bert Healy. Smile, darn you, smile! Right, Wacky, smile, darn you, smile. Say, Wacky, who's that who just walked into our WEAF studio?
It's none other than that wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks.
Now, Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about wonderful little Annie here.
Yes. Good evening, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Drop page. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow! Wow! So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks at
my home, Bert Healy. 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new Oxident toothpaste with Miracle L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. And I just did a damn commercial, Grace. I've never endorsed a product in my life.
Mr. Healy, isn't it time once again for the lovely Boylan sister?
It most certainly is wacky. Well, I can see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you
Jimmy Johnson, radio's only fast announcer.
This is Bert Healy saying, ha, 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 ha. Hey, woman, hey, time for time, you look at your style, but probably you're never fully dressed without a smile. Thank you, America. Your clothes may be more, probably they stand out a mile, but probably you're never fully dressed without a smile. Cows on their way on Main Street or Savile Row. It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe. That matters. So Senator, so Janitor, so long for a love. Remember you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Ready or not, here he goes. Listen to Bert tap his smiling toes.
Thank you. Oh, hello, my woman Thanks for dropping by, hello, Roberts. So, Alice Barons, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting for you. So get in touch right away, yeah?
Holy cow! Andy on the radio, coast to coast. She's famous! Thank you, America! Besides on the radio. Yeah, me too. Nah, not me. I wanna be on the dumb old radio. I do!
So, for all the average smiles from there, this is about Hillis. Hey, Hoberman, hey, Davidan, they are both got your style.
But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be gold.
$50,000 reward. Oh, what I couldn't do with $50,000. God, I hate that Annie so much you'd think I was her mother.
Yeah. Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. Something could have happened to her.
Now hush, Shirley. It's gonna be all right, Cheryl. She's gonna be here and she's gonna be ours again. Ma'am?
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, we had terrible troubles back in 1922. Had to head north to Canada. Had to leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Abby.
Annie? You're Annie's parents?
Oh, please. Nothing's happened to her.
I can't believe it, Annie's parents. Now, where did you say you was from again?
We come from a little farm up in Canada,
Manitoba.
where they got lots of chickens
Little chickens.
and ducks
Little ducks.
and geese.
Oh, you should see all the geese.
And roosters! We're full, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
We'll get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
This is going to be the best con job ever, Aggie. I know a guy out in Brooklyn who could doctor up a fake birth certificate or any other papers you want. But we need your help, sis, for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Sure, I can help you a lot. What's in it for me, Ralph?
Three-way split, Aggie.
Half!
Okay. Half. Straight down the middle. 25 grand each. But we gotta do it fast, you know, Aggie. Give us all the old rooster razzle-dazzle. In and out, 2-3 minutes at the most. Get the money, get the kid, and get the hell out of town.
The kid, Annie, that's the problem. What are we gonna do with her afterward?
Aggie, that's no problem.
When the rooster wants someone to disappear, they disappear.
For good. Rooster. No. Come on, Aggie. We get the 50 grand. Blow this grubby town, and then Lil and me meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah. How could I have forgotten?
It seems like every Wall Street wizard is heading down to Washington to advise Roosevelt on how to get us out of this depression. They're calling them America's Brain Trust. Sure hope they can help our new president as he faces increasing blame for the country's financial crisis.
Did anybody see the Washington Post this morning?
Criticism, damn it. Nothing but criticism, damn it.
I know.
It's awful. My friends, I'll say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Very true.
Every cloud has a silver lining. You never fully dress without a smile.
All the Warbucks and Fred, Frank.
Thank you, Louis. Show them in. Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend Annie.
Annie?
She so wanted to meet you, I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Oh, of course, the little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Annie, if you just wait outside...
Oh, no, Oliver, let Annie stay.
Oh, but wait.
Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Well, thank you, Mr. President.
But Franklin, a child! And Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh out of you. Oliver, you know everyone here, of course, but Annie, allow me to introduce you. Madam Secretary of Labor.
Perkins.
Secretary of State. Acting Secretary of the Treasury. Morgenthau. Secretary of the Interior.
Ickes.
And my friend and aide.
Louis Hap.
Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left, I'd like to begin with your view on that.
And Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country
is business.
Yes, and for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are 15 million
million out of work and 50 million, a whopping 40% of the country with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our biggest problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany, hell! People are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that, but in the long run...
Well, now, for people who are starving, there is no long run.
Look, the trouble is it's all happening at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit down strikes, riots.
Floods, dust storms.
Well, at least we're all agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Henry, I'd like to see those figures.
Sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottoms up that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Quiet, little girl.
Harold. What did you say, Annie? No, it's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just pick up my chin and grin and sigh. The sun will come down tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Harold, they can't stand up. What? You heard me, Harold. Stand up. Now, Harold, sing.
Sing?
Yes, sing like Annie. I've just decided that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now sing.
But Franklin...
Now sing!
The sun come back.
I stick out my chin and grin and say, everybody, Republicans to Oliver, sing. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Excuse me, everyone. Oh, why, this isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver, from your secretary in New York. All right. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents.
Oh, boy.
Have begun to screen them. Suggest you return to New York at once. I'm Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Arab Smiles has more listeners than we thought.
Shame. Hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, I suspect you'd better get back to New York immediately.
Yes, Mr. President, if you don't mind. Annie?
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. President. And thank you.
No, Annie, thank you. You're the kind of person a president should have around.
Annie?
Mr. President, what if we set up 100, no, 1,000 new federal projects?
Dams?
Yes.
Highways.
Yes.
New post offices.
Yes, and put the unemployed to work building them.
Where we could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
Weekly paychecks would get all those millions off relief and back to paying taxes.
We'll build a country so strong that no man, including Chancellor Hitler, will ever be able to defeat us in a war.
Mr. President, what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision.
A new approach. A new concept. A new dedication.
A new horizon.
A new spirit. A new attitude.
A new deal! Ladies and gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're
be Annie's mother, and 619 men who've said that they were her father. That makes
1,236.
all liars. Drake, I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx. Grace, we're back!
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all liars and fakes. After nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, I thought for sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks is just came by special messenger from the FBI. Finally. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy.
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes, over 90,000 were made and sold.
90,000?
Annie, I'm afraid the gist of it is that Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents for the locket. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Mr. Wilkes. Gee, you did the best you could. I guess a kid can get along without the folks.
Excuse us, sir. We'll check on the dinner menu.
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
Sure.
I was born into a very poor family in what they call Hell's Kitchen right here in New York. Both of my parents died before I was 10. And I made a promise to myself that someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
Anyway, making money is all I've ever given a damn about. And I might as well tell you, Annie, I was ruthless to those I had to climb over to get to the top. Because I've always believed one thing. You don't have to be nice to the people you meet on the way up if you're not coming back down again. But lately, you've made me realize, no matter how many limousines or paintings you've got, if you have no one to share them with, well, you might as well be broke and back in Hell's Kitchen. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
Good.
Kind of.
Kind of?
I guess not.
I've made me a fortune. That fortune made 10. Been headlined and profiled again and again. But something was missing. I never quite knew that something was someone. But who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim, and 2 universities bearing my name. Yet something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who?
world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I could find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. You have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right away, sir.
No, wait, Grace, I want you to stay for a moment. Da-dee-dee-da-da-da-da-dee-dee. I haven't waltzed since the night J.P. Morgan went bankrupt. Annie, sit down. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, if I can have my real mother and father, there's none other for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake! Yes, sir. Call Justice Brandeis and ask him to come over to sign those adoption papers. Yes, sir. Grace, tell Mrs. Pugh that there'll be a house full of guests. We'll need caviar, champagne, and chocolate ice cream.
And chocolate ice cream.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration tonight, and you can have anyone in the world you want to come. So who would you like? Babe Ruth, Johnny Rockefeller, Madam Chiang Kai-shek. She's a lot of fun.
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here. And Mr. Drake. Well, I guess I'd like everyone here.
Of course, that's who I'd like to. Drake! Sir? Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be the guests at Annie's adoption party. Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids from the orphanage.
No. It'll go way past the bedtime. But I tell you what, we'll have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow morning for a big Christmas party. Well, I think you and I should get spiffed up too. Grace, what should we do with it?
I'll have Cecile put Annie into one of her new dresses and have Annette do something with her hair. Gussy her up, gussy her up, gussy her up, gussy her up.
Annie, everything's humming now.
Good times are coming now, since you came our way. It's Christmas, Christmas every day. We dismiss bad times, sad times. Now they're all yesterday's news since Annie kicked out the blues.
Rockefeller's got bags of money. We've got Annie.
Look what you've done for us.
Big promoters got Dempsey and Tony. We've got Annie.
Turned up the fun for us.
Goodness got sweet.
Annie's the king.
My car.
Martha's got Jeff, and Eleanor FDR.
Staff! My Grace, that's a very pretty dress.
Thank you, sir.
My friends, welcome to the happiest night of my life. Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around that cute little finger. You made life a song, you made me the singer.
And what's that dance up to? You always go, go, go.
Anything but you.
Yesterday was fine, awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was fine, awful.
But that's
Not now.
That's that.
I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas, but not the man I
procedure is very simple. According to the laws of the state of New York...
Certainly, but...
Excuse us, folks. We don't mean to interrupt. Shirley, look, there's our Annie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, honey, where are your mom and dad?
Mudge. Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge. And this here's the wife, Shirley.
Oh, you never knew it, dear. But you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We was sick and broke, honey, and didn't know which way to turn. And the fella gave us a chance to work on his farm up in Canada.
But we couldn't bring no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've met a great number of people who claim to be Annie's parents.
Oh, proof. I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. There's our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name Annie Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28th, 1920.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
It wasn't her note, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still don't understand.
Please, you got to believe us. We got in on the Greyhound this afternoon and went straight up to the orphanage to fetch our Annie, and the lady there said our baby was up here.
Annie, all the years I dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at the orphanage.
Oh, here's something you wouldn't know about. When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a locket with her and kept the other half. So
oh, Ralph, look, she's wearing it.
Here's the part we kept. It fits perfectly.
Thank God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
She is. She is.
She seems to be.
Well, it'll gather Annie's things. Will we taking her along?
No!
Just a moment, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad.
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they're Annie's parents?
No, sir, we don't know nothing about no check. Anyway, we don't want no money for Annie.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, you remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to buy it. Bring Annie up right in the country.
With fresh air.
And miles of meadowlands. Certified, made out to myself.
That's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes, you wouldn't mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow. Christmas. Then you can come back to pick up Annie and the check.
Oh.
Any objection to that?
No, whatever you prefer, sir. Well, we ought to be getting back to the hotel.
Goodbye, Annie.
Goodbye, Annie. Until tomorrow morning, honey. Then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Whoops. Pardon me, Tootsie. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Season's greetings, one and all.
Well, Annie, this is wonderful news.
Yes.
Annie has found her parents, and they seem to be a very nice couple.
You're lucky, Annie. Right. I'm lucky. Just think. New Jersey.
Mrs. Greer, champagne! We must celebrate because it's Christmas Eve and we've just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. Everyone, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge!
Annie? Annie!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. I seem to have the same effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge, I think I've seen him somewhere before. I have a feeling he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President.
Franklin.
Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver, whatever I can do for you.
Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, of course. So I'll just wait for him here. I guess he'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come and see me sometimes?
Yes, I'll see you, Annie.
You're early too.
We've been up all night to hear. We've had quite a time of it. FBI men coming and going.
Merry Christmas.
President Roosevelt is here? Wow. Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, sir.
I've got something very difficult to tell you, and the president is going to help me tell it to you.
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. After checking the birth records for all the babies born on the date October 28, 1922, his agent succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear, they aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Where are they?
Annie,
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
So I'm an orphan after all. Like all the other kids. Yes. Because I guess I always knew they were dead. Because I knew that they loved me. And that they would come back for me. If they weren't gone.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now who the heck are Ralph and Shelley Mudge?
Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Well, the birth certificate could have easily been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The locket? That's your key?
But nobody knew about the locket except us and the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Hey, kids! Miss
Oh, Miss Hannigan! I'm so pleased to meet you.
Same here. I'd know you anywhere. So, you are the Oliver Warbucks, right?
All right. Miss Hannigan, let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, of course.
Yeah.
And this is the President of the United States.
Sure.
And this is my butler, Drake.
Oh! You. Don't get up.
Look, kids! Santa Claus came, and there's presents here for all of you! Oh my goodness!
Miss Hannigan, wouldn't you be more comfortable sitting down?
I would. Thank you.
Mr. Warbucks, this just arrived from the FBI. Good.
Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie? Annie, come look at this.
Leaping lizards? Who would have guessed?
Show it to the president, dear.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Show them in, Drake.
With pleasure, sir.
Drake?
Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Look, Cheryl, there she is, our little girl.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. Just going to pick up our Annie. And the check.
Oh, of course, the check. I'd almost forgotten. Here it is, Mr. Mudge, $50,000 certified.
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 Pay to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Pay to the order of... The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Brewster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Dad. Drake, would you please turn them over to the police? Yes, sir.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Feeling fine from the jolly, fa la 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 la.
And you'll find this woman's their accomplice. Fa la 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 la. Arrest her too, please.
Me? Oh, I ain't seen these people till yesterday.
Come on, Miss Peggy.
Yes, Will and me is taking a fall, so are you.
Oh, Mr. Warbucks, Oliver, I ain't done nothing to you. I always...
Lynching is out.
Oh, Annie, tell them how good and how nice I've always been to you.
Jane, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie!
Oh, you little brat. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I never liked you, you little gold digger. I never liked any of you either.
You! Your days are numbered!
Annie, we'd like to meet your friend.
Okay, kids, say hello to Mr. Daddy Warbucks. Hello!
Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Hi, kids. Children, Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
Yay!
And you're not going to have to work anymore.
Yay!
Oh, instead you'll have classrooms and teachers.
Yay! Well, listen, kids, no more mush! No more mush! No more mush!
Yes, girls. For you, and well, perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. I know the depression's depressing,
The carols are still, the stores are in fill.
and the windows are minus their dressing.
The children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
And I heard a terrible rumor,
no goodwill, no cheer.
but we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
There's nothing to frighten a falling, and a Olympics, nothing to resist.
And all through the land, folks are bawling.
And filled with despair, 'cause cupboards are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear there.